And good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to everyone who are watching this wherever you are in the world. I am Apo Adman Agama and I am here broadcasting in Barangay Francisco Masnara, City of San Jose del Monte, in the province of Bulacan, Philippines, and I am here inside the shrine of Luntiang Agama. Anyway, I'm not good at introductions, but I am going live today to check you out. How is everyone? And it seems the weather or the climate or the season is changing already. And I'm just worried about the change that is happening in our world. Though this is part of our nature and this is natural in our world. But the thing that is happening to our world, the changes that it brought or that is happening is probably we have a contribution to what is happening to our world and to our community. So, what is the importance of this? As Peace Weaver, we want to secure the peace that we have. And on the past days, we have talked about the situations, about the energy pool that we encounter in our environment when we go out of the house, and probably we are getting some vibrations, some energies from other people. But aside from other people, the environment itself is radiating their own energies towards us. It is part, no, it is part. So those energies have its role in giving life for everyone. But sometimes the type of energies that our environment is emitting might be constructive or destructive. That's why we need to align all the time to these energies that is coming on our way. In our planet, we are living in a living planet, and everything in this planet is alive, and that is what we call some religious study, no, spiritual study, we call that as animism, and in the Philippines we consider that as well. That's why if you are going to ask our indigenous religion and spirituality, we are called Anituhan, because we are an animist. We believe that everything has a spirit, everything that has life, and this life force is connected to us, and we could have our constant communion with the environment, with the force of nature, not only with the souls of the people who are living and dead, but also with the plants, with the nature such as mountain, river, etc., etc. And I know for us it will be scary for some that these are alive, no? In school we are taught of living and non-living things, and non-living things could not hurt us. But unfortunately, even those non-living things, if it moves, it will hurt us, such as the rock. If you pick the rock and pick up the rock, no, or a stone, and there is someone who lift the stone and throw it to you, it will hurt you for sure, no? So it has power, it has an impact, even though the rock is non-living, but if it hurts you, it affects you. If it hit you, it affects you. So that is the power of those objects, the non-living things that we consider. But even though it is non-living, it could still affect us. And probably our ancestors is very wise, and they taught us that these things could help us someday. Even though they are non-living, they could still assist us in our life, such as when they experienced the storm, they found a shelter so that they could not be get wet, or whatever calamity or bad things that would happen. They know how to cover up themselves using big leaves. But those big leaves are not good enough. Then they found caves, and that cave become their shelter, and they become their home. That's why nowadays, using those tools that we could found, we started to build houses. and this is how we adapt to nature. But the process of adapting to nature, no, sometimes it might give us benefit, and sometimes it might give us destruction to the world or in a long-term run. So I hope that our brilliant mind could use this. We could utilize our brilliant mind in how to cope up with life. But as we cope up with our life, let us not give everything in destruction. Because if we destroy it, destruction will come as well, such as the terrible storm, the heat of the sun, and everything. So let have let us as a peace weaver, no, it's not always on praying for peace. Like what I've said, the prayer that we do is for ourselves. But let us have also our social responsibility, our responsibility towards nature by taking care of it. Some of the illnesses that we experience is part of our negligence towards nature, because we are nature ourselves. If we just only think of us, of how we survive, and neglect other things that surround us, it might give us a big problem in the future, such as the terrible heat. We could not prevent heat to come. We could not tell, hey sun, stop shining, just give us a little ray. No, the sun has its own mind. It is programmed to be that way. But what we need to do is to protect or to strengthen the filters from our planet, so that the sun, the ray of the sun, will not come directly to us. That's the role of the plants and the trees. And right now, we are responsible. Although the trees, the plants can grow naturally by themselves, but we as human always pick them up. We cut trees, we pick flowers, and their natural process of growing and decomposing is fastened. It means it turns quick because we intervene in their process. So if we intervene in their process by prematurely harvesting woods, prematurely harvesting flowers or herbs, we should also have a responsibility to replant them. Their work is very important for us. They filter the air we breathe. They filter the rays, the radiations that comes from the sun. And at the same time also, no, because we are talking about radiation of the sun that give us heat stroke or whatever illnesses that we may incur while the forces of nature is working to us, no. um, the use of modern technology also add to this climate change. They said that global warming is caused by climate change, no, and the climate change is this process of thinning the atmosphere. But I think this climate change is not natural, because the change that happened is caused by us as human being. It is our behavior on how we treat other plants or other natural beings, natural creatures, is the one that affect the change, the climate or the warming of this world. So it is our own behavior, not only to us, to our fellow individual beings, to our fellow human being, but also it is our behavior towards all other creatures. How do we treat the land that we are standing up right now? How do we treat the plants that grows along the block in our neighborhood? How do we treat on the small herbs? When I go to Chicago in our Airbnb, the first creature that greet me is the squirrel, and it was my first time to see the squirrel, and I've heard that it is rabid. Although I want to pet him, but they are so fast and I'm so slow. See, there is a difference. No, we could adapt to nature if we always see them, if we always have this meeting with them, such as me right now. I'm adapting, although still my English is very terrible, but I'm glad that you found it understandable. But our constant communion with these creatures will allow us to adapt. So I hope that we as Peace River could have this time to commune with nature. And I'm so glad that people are happy about the Bote Natura and the 10 Elements bracelet that I have gifted them when I was in where did I go? In Chicago, Illinois. So I hope that this will bring you blessings and at least a little time or moment to remind you that we are all part of nature. So with that, I want to invite everyone to pray for peace. So pray with me now. There is one power in the universe, and we are the perfect manifestation of that power. And for as such, we pray for peace. We pray for peace, we pray for love, and we pray for stability. We pray that all the people around the world be blessed with peace. Peace that promotes justice. Justice that follows discipline and orderliness. Discipline and orderliness as a result of understanding, and understanding as a product of knowledge, and knowledge as a fruit from the seed of love. O great Supreme Divine Spirit, we come before you and ask you to bless us, your children, with courage, strength, and bravery, so that through these blessings we may overcome all forms of evil, fear, hatred, terror, violence, warfare, and warriors around the world. May all the people around the world be blessed with peace, and by the power of love that give us life, may peace prevails on earth. May all the inhabitants of Mother Earth enjoy the blessings of love as we create and manifest this in our life by our unified will, with aiming no harm to anyone. We accept and receive this, and it is so, so mote it be. And I want to take this opportunity also to pray for everyone that is being affected with this change of season. May your body be strong, may your mind be well, and may your life be long and happy life you will experience, and embrace peace all the time. So until then, may you all blessed be peace. Mayari na. Pag-asatin. Paalam. I love you. Bye.